There you go. It's probably better that way.
Is that better?
Dynamite. Got light tackles and Sunrise City, so it's going to go one of two ways. Sideways.
That's funny, right?
Yeah.
It's either going to go left or right.
I'm feeling it today, boy.
Well, we should talk about. My girlfriend had one rule: don't come home fucked up. Well, too late.
Rule number 1, broken.
We see
just don't come
faces.
home
Well,
today.
Testing.
I
hear you.
I'm going to sleep in the brewery.
Everybody good?
Yeah, we're good. I can hear.
Good in the cans.
Testing.
So we can keep an eye
Okay,
on
you're
the
good.
brewery and make sure this operation's running smooth.
It's a good angle, actually. You have a real good angle.
When you see a whole group walk in, it's fucking distracting.
No, that's fine.
Um,
Be professional. Also,
Nick,
Nick,
if
this
you
was
can-
actually pretty good because you could see your face, but
Nick, can you move over a little, like maybe slide Carmine over a little bit because that Brian's boom right there is blocking your face.
And I'll just be on the lonely island over here.
How's
Okay,
that?
you're good.
Is
Yeah,
that okay?
yeah, you're good. Yeah, it's a lot better because that corner there is blocking it. So, all right.
Let's have some
Ready to
fun.
go?
Yes.
yeah,
All right.
I'm ready to go.
All right, welcome to Florida's Drinking Report. I'm your host, Dave Boucher, joined with Brian Tonneson.
Hey, yo.
How you doing today? So we have some very special guests on today.
It's been a great start. The pre-pod.
Yeah, we've pre-podded for a while.
Yeah,
It's been great.
all-time great. It's been an all-time great.
We got Nick and Carmine on today.
Yeah, the pre-pod
Longtime
for
friends.
sure. Let's go.
Pre-pod, baby.
I felt like I was tailgating in the brewery tonight. I'm just going to say.
You were.
As
You
it's
were.
today.
Yeah.
And I just
Literally.
said tonight. We're in for a great show, folks.
It's
Fantastic show.
heads are clear.
Heads
are
are
we're
clear.
gonna
Feeling
work on
great.
not getting
Yeah.
canceled. That's what we're going to do.
This
The
is
pre-pod, we would have totally gotten canceled.
Absolutely.
All
This
of
is
us.
a prime example of 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon,
Yeah.
of how we know Carmine and
Yeah. No,
so-
it's there's a lot of Kevin Bacon going on.
yeah,
here.
for sure.
Well, how'd you meet Carmine?
So he reached out to me, I think through
Kenny.
Kenny
Yeah. From
Kenny
the Twisted
Gibbs.
Tuna.
Yep. And I went on his podcast, Under Pressure. We had a great time.
That was a great episode.
Yeah.
And then it turned out his connection with you, which I've known Nick forever at this point, since Sailfish started. It's like 13 years plus.
Long time.
And it's all kind of tied together. And then the follow up to this was Carmine was so great to have me on his podcast. Is like, let's do it again on ours, and just so happened we were getting ours going again, and for 2025, and here we are.
That's the one rule I have. If I have you on my podcast, there's got to be something I get out of it.
A reciprocation.
So
a
I
quid
was
pro quo, if you will.
I was thinking free beer or being on your podcast.
Right.
Yeah, both.
So
It
a
was
little
both.
of both.
And you get the Tailgating Brewery.
Amen.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
Carmine has
Cheers to
also
that.
experienced the brewer's bathroom. Not a lot of people are
Yes.
Cheers.
not a lot of people are privy to that or even know it exists, but he's
But
been
it has air conditioning now.
sort of.
Not only does it
Just
have
right in
air
front of
condition, my one question is why is there a trampoline in there? And why did I use it as I first went in there?
I can only infer that was a Kenny St. Cyr move. God bless you,
Kenneth.
Kenny. Just had to get it out somehow. Yeah.
Kenneth.
Yeah.
Oyster eating machine that day.
He wanted to
Every
be
day,
a
yeah.
circus clown before he got into the industry.
He'd be a good one.
That's what he did in the military.
Circus.
Yeah, it's just like in between being a badass hero, it's just like, guys, look what I can do.
You know what I think of? I think of someone in full-on clown makeup jumping on a trampoline on a ship somewhere,
Right.
trying to keep it in the toilet.
But like a pirate ship. It's got to be a pirate ship.
It's like that's a tourist trap. It's like you can only go in this bathroom if you pee while jumping.
Wait for the next Netflix documentary about our cruise ship.
Right.
Because
Dude.
Netflix, that's all they're doing now is bashing the cruise industry. They have the poop cruise
Yeah.
from, what was it, Royal Caribbean or Carnival? And then the one where
Probably
the girl,
Carnival.
Amy Bradley,
Yeah.
just disappeared.
Well, I mean, look, we all love cruises, right? We've all been on. Everybody been on one.
Yes.
I've been
Okay.
on one.
A small one that
It-
probably wasn't the best example of it. So
Well,
I'm gonna, as Nick's sweating, we're gonna get pretty hot in here in a second. So I'm gonna go get the AC and push it in here. So, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know we got the AC.
Talk amongst yourselves, as they say on Saturday Night Live.
We're going to talk all the shit about Dave as soon as he gets up.
What a
fucking
scumbag.
Dave.
Gosh. This beer is terrible, too. That's a lie. I'm joking. That's
I'm
delicious.
getting paid to drink this. But speaking of, Light Tackle, Sailfish Brewery. Get yours.
it's
at Salute
Florida's
Market.
premium light locker.
There you
Locker?
go.
No, can we talk about this for a second, how
Yeah.
delicious this is?
Nothing would make me happier.
And just walk me through the step-by-step process. Me and Dave had a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff on my podcast, Under Pressure, by the way. Check it out on the iHeartRadio app.
The great Nick here knows how great Sailfish Lager was,
Mm-hmm.
the original OG Sailfish Lager.
That's my favorite beer.
The thing is, it's like that beer is a very full-bodied beer. You know, Nick calls it a cheeseburger beer. It absolutely is a cheeseburger beer, the OG Sailfish Lager. We made this beer light tackle like forever. And one day, Dave and I probably had about 50 of them trying to solve the world's problems and go, why don't we just like make this? Then we had this thing called the Wild Game Dinner, and we packaged light tackle in the Wild Game beer. This was at the time that Bud Light was having all of its problems.
Mm-hmm.
And people were coming up to us. It's like, did Anheuser-Busch just give you guys a bunch of blank cans of Bud Light and then you put your package, like your label on there? Because they were going through them. Like,
what?
Like
yeah.
crushable beer.
They actually asked that question?
They came up and said, is this Bud Light?
You talking the Duck Dinner down in West Palm?
Not the Duck Dinner. No, and I know what that is.
Wild Game Dinner.
Wild Game Dinner is a little bit different.
Well,
Duck Dinner, you can eat an iguana taco.
Yes, and it's delicious.
It's fucking awesome.
Where's the Wild Game Dinner?
Wild Game Dinner is at the St. Lucie Fairgrounds.
Let me know.
And dude, it's equally. I had an ostrich burger there last year. It was
This is why.
Yeah, it's the first weekend, first Friday of October typically. But if you guys want to go this year,
fuck yeah.
yeah, we'll make it happen.
we do their beer every year. So we take our light lager and put their pretty cool like label around it.
Yeah.
So so we'll get some
But
tickets.
that it was just going gangbusters at that thing, and it's like I think we've got something here. And it took us about a year and a half to actually pull the trigger to say
that was
Sailfish.
the same time we had hard tea out there at the same time. So we had one bad thing, one good thing.
So I tried to not even bring
Listen,
it up. Dude.
I've gotten past the
I'll go grab
PTSD.
it.
Yeah, but I'm the dude at the fucking Wild Game Dinner. Like, hey, we got all this really cool shit. You want to drink this hard tea? Dude, if
bad mistake. Literally, I had Dave on my podcast. Hit after hit after hit after hit. I go, well, this guy can't be perfect. I was like, hey, when did you fuck up? And then he was like, well, we tried to make
it's number one.
a tea.
Should we open a can right now? Try it.
I would rather us
I
not.
should. It's been like 2 years.
I don't even want to look at it.
We're 10 minutes in.
Okay.
All right, like here.
I'm 8 beers
Once that
deep.
sunrise gets a little bit more depleted,
There
I might
we
be
go.
open to the
There we
idea.
go.
Okay.
Yeah, but like right now, like just no, seriously, it was
All right.
yeah.
Wait, can I for a second? If we run out of beer in this entire place and then somebody still needs a buzz, maybe, just maybe we'll think about opening that up.
It's
Well,
2 years old.
You want to hear how I met Dave?
Nothing would make me
'Cause
happier.
we were like,
Yeah. So
dancing
going
around
back to
all
where I
day.
started, the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, we all known each other for a very long time. So Nick hit it
So
off.
I had like just started at the Cooper, and this is in the very early stages of Sailfish. And the first beer I had from you guys was Sailfish Lager. So we've been rocking that. And at the Cooper, we rotated, craft beers. We would do
you guys always had our amber for a while too. I think
Yeah.
you used to cook,
Tag
cook food and
And then when we had just gotten White Marlin, and I was on like anything with alcohol, I'll go on like a bourbon kick for a while. Wine, I might get stuck in Bordeaux and then go to Italy. And then beer is the same way. I'll drink one style for like 6 months and switch it up. So I was on a Belgian kick and a wit and white and all that. And we got White Marlin. And if you remember the Cooper, right when you walk through the front door, it's like a long L. We call that the point. Dave comes in to seat like 2 or 3, sits down. He's wearing a coat, like a nice sport coat, jacket, whatever. Sits down,
Sounds like
casually.
you.
Yeah.
Casually, I walk in. I'm like,
with
hey,
flip flops on.
Yeah. I walk in. I'm like, hey, how you doing? My name's Nick, blah, blah, blah. Can I get you a cold beer, cocktail, glass of wine? He's like, yeah, I'll take a beer. What do you recommend? I was like, oh, man, we just got this beer, and it's really good. White Marlin. I give him the whole spiel, and he's like, yeah, that's my beer. I'll have that. I'm like, your beer? That's my beer, man. He goes, no, I'm Dave Boucher. I own Sailfish. I make that beer. And we shook hands, and I was like, no shit. He's like, thanks for selling me my beer, though. And we just became friends. And,
It was a test.
Yeah, literally just sold him his own freaking beer.
Yeah, and then and I think so around that same time, Tanette, when you guys were all at the Cooper still, she arranged a staff outing up here.
Yeah,
and you guys came up for an
super cool.
afternoon, just bounced around Fort Pierce, and it was a pretty long
We
day
did
for you guys.
yeah. I was okay. Some others not so much.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Joel was
Gone.
That's a tough bounce around.
Oh yeah.
You get to the third, like if you get to Cobb's and you're still alive, you're still good.
Well, when you started
yeah.
here drinking the heavy hitting beers, and we're drinking like Don't Poke the Bear, and
Yeah.
and what was the name of that triple again?
Hammer down.
Hammer down.
Down,
That beer.
yeah.
We're drinking those, and then going out after. I was night.
We Dave and I have done the reverse of that. We'll have like 8,000 margaritas, and it's like, let's fucking go get light tackles. And then coming into 25, I remember looking at him like, hey, dude, I need an accountability buddy. We cannot go hard like we did.
No.
Like margarita day.
If you're 9 margaritas deep, even if you have 2 light tackles,
9
that's
margaritas at
too
Little
many.
Jim's only counts as 1. That's a rule at Little Jim's.
I like the math.
That's girl math.
Yeah. No, that's Little Jim's math.
So
nine margaritas at Little Jim's is just one margarita everywhere else.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, they're stronger at Little Jim's. And
vacuum universe there, yeah.
We went out Sunday a couple weeks ago, and I just remember I'm like, I think I had like 6 margaritas in like an hour.
Yeah.
That was fucking awesome.
That really does just go down like
so smooth.
Yeah.
We're not even paid endorsers. The coolest thing about how you guys met, though, is because, Nick, you were just being genuine. And as you know, I hate to say it on this podcast, you're my best friend in the whole world. But like to have somebody
always was.
literally not bullshit someone the first time, like of all the things, it's like cool. Undercover Boss. Like there was an episode of Undercover Boss without it being Undercover
Dave
Boss.
did have a jacket on, so he could have been Undercover Boss that
day. Dovetailing here. So Nick explained how we knew each other and met. So let's go the story for you guys.
We're doing it.
Let's connect.
We're doing it.
Let's connect the Kevin Bacon's here.
Why did we do that? There's a lot we have to leave out. The people that know. But I'll say the first thing. So I moved down here. My parents split up. My mom was like, "Hey, why don't you come down? You're working 3 jobs up in New York. Come down here, go to school." I'm like, "All right." I was like, maybe
like 13 or 12? Or?
No, I was 20. I was old enough to make even worse decisions than I did. So I was like, let me go down. Let me go to, it was Palm Beach Community at the time. Now it's Palm Beach State. And I took a random class in Lake Worth. I didn't even live there. I live closer to Palm Beach Gardens in the Jupiter area. Decided to take a class in Lake Worth for English just because I think I fucked up. I don't even think it was on purpose. So
they send you to Lake Worth for English.
I took this English class, and this guy was one of the coolest teachers ever. Don't know his name because he wasn't that cool, but I met this guy, Chris Trellis.
My cousin.
I saw him in class. I was like, this
real
guy looks kind of cool.
Right.
So after the first class, I'm like, you know what?
Sounds great.
Shoot or shoot. I was like, this is going to sound kind of weird, but I was like, let me say what's up to him.
I'm going to say what you said, and I'm going to make it up. This is what he said. He's like, hey, do you want to be friends?
No. Be like, hey, you're kind of cute. I'm straight AF, but like, would you like to hang out sometime? He goes, bro.
As the kids say nowadays, no homo.
He's like, no homo. I've been waiting for somebody to approach me. And how do you like football? I go, guys tackling each other? Sign me up.
Tight pants.
Fast forward to that Sunday. We go watch all the playoff games.
It's like you guys are space aliens. It's like, hello, do you like human stuff? I also embark in human stuff.
I promise I'm a human.
Yeah. Do you breathe oxygen? So do I. Let's be best friends. So,
would you like to come to my domicile and watch the American football contest?
Yeah. Fast forward to Sunday, and it's the Giants and the Packers playing each other. Someone from New York, you'd think I'd be a Giant fan. Unfortunately, Cowboys fan. So I had no.
That's everybody in New York, anyways.
I had no dog in the race.
I wanted to hate the guy. I'm like, this fucking guy from New York coming in here trying to swoop up all our friends. No, fuck that.
Because as you guys know, I'm a very, I'm a nice person, very respectful. So I just introduced myself. I'm Carmine. Nice to meet you. Shaking everybody's hand, I saw him visibly upset. I'm like, that's weird.
Like, damn, he has manners.
Why is he like that? So the night goes on, this, that, and the other thing. We all bro out, have fun. Nick invites me to a bonfire after, like, we're getting real close. I'm like, dude, straight. Nick's like, come on, just come back to my house. I'm like, well.
I just get the visual of Nick, like, holding Carmen behind.
If only there was a bonfire. He's like, listen.
Ghosts? We made fun of it. We were like,
dude, we still have that bowl, by the way. We still have that bowl. But long story short, we hit it off there. Next week, I go hang out with them again. And then, because, not everyone had the greatest childhood growing up in the Bronx, things were a little rough. I got into my fair share of scuffles, a couple of fights.
As one does when they come from the northeast of Florida.
Yes. It's
the rite of passage.
Uh-huh.
Things are different here. Let's fight.
So, exactly. Me and Nick started telling war stories for some reason. And we thought it was going to be just another regular night, great time. And we're like, we're good. We told our war stories. I respect you. You respect me. We're going towards that friendship. What happened then was all Nick's fault then.
Yeah, we went out to this club called Ibiza, which is not my scene at all. I'm in like a pearl snap and cowboy boots and with Carmine, my cousin Chris, one of our best friends, Joe, and this girl I was friendly with. And what actually happened is not what I saw happen, but basically 2 guys got in a fist fight and bumped into her and she fell. But what I saw, because of what was blocking me, was the guy hit her.
And perhaps.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And that's not what happened. But I saw red and I ran in. I start fighting. Then they turned on me and I'm just like, this is how I die. And Carmine comes out of nowhere. Like, I can't see anything. And I just see a hand go like this and hit the guy in front of me. And I'm like, I look over and I'm like, yeah.
Let's talk about the history.
Like Goldberg style, Carmine out of the corner diving.
It was literally the only time in history 2 people that wanted to beat the shit out of each other were fighting each other.
And
Nick hits one of them.
That's video game logic.
Wouldn't you think, like, if you're one of the other guys who didn't get hit,
bro.
you'd be like, oh, awesome, man. Now I think I got the upper hand. Now let's team up. So I saw that. I'm like, well, I talked all this shit earlier. I guess I got to help this guy out. And I just saw this big guy beeline. I'm like, he doesn't see me. I'm like, I'm not going to let him hit my new best friend. Boom.
Dropped him like a sack of
And
sense.
long story short, we got pepper sprayed. we got yelled at. There was German shepherds involved.
The girl runs outside crying, telling the cops that, you know, these guys, that we were protecting her, and they ended up letting us go. And we pile into this minivan taxi cab. We can't see. We're like, you know, if you've ever been pepper sprayed before,
you probably haven't because you're a normal person. But if you have,
terrible. And the poor cab driver's like throwing up, coughing. We're all, the entire cab, my cousin,
it goes everywhere.
We're all, we get back to my cousin's house, and my Aunt Carol, my Thea, God bless her, calls poison control, and we're all like dying. She comes out with cottage cheese and mayonnaise and sour cream.
Everything.
We're like rubbing it all over our
It's
bodies.
like that scene from Tommy Boy. Bees!
Yes.
They're African eyes.
You know what's crazy?
I'm allergic to bees. So am I.
When you're burned in pepper spray, you'll believe anybody.
Yeah.
Whatever they have the remedy, you'll be like, yes,
that's a great time to get a rib on someone.
Because your first reaction is like to touch
take
your
this maple
eyes.
syrup and rub it on your body.
Yes, your first reaction is to cut your eyes to get it out, but then now it's on your fingertips, and then you're doing this, and then this, and then
So
this.
it just goes everywhere.
And your whole body just gets just covered, and it's crippling.
So our friendship was pretty much cemented there, and then 2 weeks later,
that's a good way to solidify.
Forged in pepper spray.
Yeah, well, here's the real kicker. Just so you know, we're not bullshitting. This is how you fact check this.
Shout out Ryan Usher.
Me and Nick, thinking we're the coolest people ever, we're like, yo, we beat up legit like 3 or 4 people. We got pepper spray. I was like, we caused so much damage. The cops pepper sprayed the victims in this situation.
And I'm trying to like pick up this girl, talk to this girl.
She was like 350 pounds. Nick couldn't pick her up.
She's nothing like a smoking hot wife, hey babe. And but she's, there's this guy talking to her, and he gets all butthurt and he's like mad that I'm talking to this girl. He's like, duh, that didn't happen. And we're immediately like deflated, like, shit, we can't prove anything.
How could we prove
And
this?
these 2 guys are like, whoa, did you say Ibiza? Like, well, dude, we were right. Yo, these were the guys. We were in the VIP. We saw the whole thing. You knocked those guys. And we're like, all right, what's up?
Yeah. One of the craziest things about that, I was like, wait, these guys were in VIP in Ibiza's? I'm like, that place was a dump. I'm like, how do you get in VIP in Ibiza's?
We were in the VIP.
They pay you.
We were at the Chick-fil-A VIP.
Someone might have gave them an extra drink, and they were just on a balcony. They're like, "No, we were VIP, bro." I'm like, "That place."
Come meet us at Waffle House. We have a VIP
couch with a rope.
They bring their own ropes, just rope themselves off.
Want to get punched by a waitress? Come hang out with us. That's VIP.
But those days are behind us. We're grown up,
or kicked in the face by a stripper at Cheetah's. Yeah.
So I mean, long story short, that's how we became best friends.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a good story.
Been together ever since.
Didn't think we were going to tell that story, but here we are.
My 11-year-old daughter, Mackenzie. Shout out to Mackenzie too. We used to listen to Carmine on the radio every morning on the way to school while 95.5, and now he's got the podcast. We listen to that. So
no, Carmine's he has the radio.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah,
want to talk about a punch in the face? Shout out to iHeartRadio.
And yeah, to kind of like tie in the whole Kevin Bacon thing, I think it just goes back to Brian and I.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think everybody in the industry, as long as we both been, we know each other, but never really like close.
It never really intertwined.
Correct. Yeah, like just acquaintances more or less. Yeah, like other people in the industry. And I think our first real sit down was when
it was actually at the Cooper.
Yeah, at the Cooper.
Oh, really? Well, you're talking about the time. It wasn't really a sit down because I was like 30 tequilas deep that day.
No, I'm talking about the Cooper.
Okay, yeah.
The Cooper was like that was. Yeah, Emily pretty much played matchmaker.
Yeah,
and Brian and I didn't know we were both being set up on a blind date, pretty much.
Yeah,
and we started off as
Well, it started off like Dave's like, "Hey, I got to pick your brain about a couple things if you have time." Wow. Like I have time, and I'm
trying not to be like desperate, I'm just
it's like just pop your shirt off, pop mine off.
We got it figured out. We're good.
He's going through all these things, and he's like, "Here's some things." It's like I'm really just looking like for a guy like you to come join our team. I'm like, I'm a guy like me.
When you know you're qualified, you're like, yes.
No. He's like, this is like the hard shoot of it. I was working for another company at the time, and I was looking for a way out.
Yeah,
like big time. And I had other things come by that didn't necessarily work out, and I wasn't necessarily like going there to meet Dave. I'm like, I'm going to work for him one day. In that thing, I'm like, I got to fucking go here. Like, I want to go to there, and it was just one of those things that as it's like folding out, like I was getting all hyped. I was at a baseball game the next day with my family, and I'm texting them like, "Oh, can you send me like your Q2 projection?" Like I was like, and any sort of like blended TPRs that you're planning to do for the year? And he texts back, "That's more of a second date question."
Oh,
and you said
so
we both
good.
like not on purpose played hard to get. Yeah, I left the lunch thinking, well, fuck, that didn't go well. Brian like straight face, like held it together, like didn't let any like inclining of interest at all. It was just conversation. And I'm like, I'll go back and tell him like, yeah, it went okay. I don't think he's interested, like blah blah, and like
what's your
like,
first date?
Did he say anything? Did he talk about me?
Did he ask about me? What did he say?
Yeah.
And then things just
worked.
together, and it's been for
found a way to work
years,
out. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know your guys' history, but I assumed it was a first date for both of you with a guy. So it's like, hey.
No,
did he like me? Did he not?
We
like
didn't call
me?
it a date until it was okay to call it a date. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I mean,
it's like I am meeting the owner of this brewery at this designated place.
The
fact it turned into a date after the fact.
You asked him a valid question. And he goes, "That's a second date type question."
Straight up.
That is why we're on this podcast. I'm going to say this right now. 7 beers deep. By the way, everyone just know that. Like we have a vibe. First time I've met you.
It's awesome.
Like this is not easy to do, but this just feels so natural. I mean, is that weird?
Same guy he is every day.
Is that weird to say?
No, not
but
at all.
it's like you just know when you know. Like he's trying to be a dick at first,
guys, and we don't even have to get pepper spray.
No,
it's fucking great.
Well, the day is young, so yes.
I just want to let you know I brought pepper spray.
I mean, we were for Pierce.
What I could do is just shake up that hard tea and spray it on us. Like that.
I'll call Caleb from Fort Pierce Police. Look at wearing pepper spray.
That's awesome. I don't want to do that.
Great idea.
I don't want to do that.
Have you ever seen Nick after sundown? This dude is attractive, so that's why he needs that pepper spray. Wow. It's to protect
You've
himself.
Got a great voice for radio.
I try.
Son of a bitch.
So the moonlight hits.
But back to what I was saying. When
at sundown.
Yeah. It's like a vampire.
Clearly.
No.
We got it.
When you know is what I'm trying to say.
It's all good.
That's the quote of the podcast today. When you know, you know.
I like that tagline.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's not weird at all.
No.
No.
Talk about weird though. It's been a weird goddamn week.
Dude.
Yeah. Oof. Are we going to talk about it?
We can.
Rest in peace, Hulkster.
It's just been a sad week. We lost some people that I think at our age group we're all in, 30s, 40s. Yep. Like we grew up with these guys,
icons,
and they were fixtures in our adolescence
when
and
Earthquake
childhood. And
jumped on Hulk Hogan, and they thought he was dead, and the WWF was like, send letters to Hulk Hogan. I wrote a letter to Hulk Hogan. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, they said he might not ever wrestle again. And they were showing slow motion of Earthquake, like
crushing him,
killing him, and tugboats on TV crying. Oh, Hulkster's not going to make it, kid. Send him a letter, dude. It changed my life.
Yeah,
changed my life.
You want to talk about life-changing event? When Hulk became a heel for NWO.
Yeah,
I never wanted to be the bad guy. No, this was before the Wolfpack. This was pre-Wolfpack. This was straight up NWO.
He handled that transition pretty good, though, I thought.
He just walked right into it.
Yeah. I mean, he just kind of like was himself, but a different version of it.
He said, let me tell you, the first thing you got to tell these stupid people to do is shut the hell up when I'm talking.
Who is this man? Fight for America, Hulk. Fight for America.
Well, that was the surgence of like so many great wrestlers at that time.
Oh yeah,
well,
I mean,
wrestling up to that point was like, hey, the garbage man is fighting the hockey player.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or like the clown is going to wrestle the Hawaiian guy.
That McMahon documentary. Watch that? That's
great.
amazing.
But then
what's crazy about Hulk too? Think about it, guys. He went from WWF to
WCW.
Oh no,
and
for
he
sure.
was the man in both of them. And then he went back to WWF or WWE, I guess.
Yeah.
No, but that made wrestling cool.
Yeah.
Wrestling was never cool. Like you could go like
it was always cool for me. I was in the attitude.
But it wasn't cool in like the 90s. Like, dude, like until
was the attitude
Hogan joined the NWO and everything became listen.
You want to be a rebel.
You weren't doing Suck It in high school.
Well,
until DX, dude.
Hold on.
I was in middle school, but I got in trouble for that. I got kicked in the nuts by Madison York for doing that to her in like 6th grade or 4th grade. Got in big trouble.
I'm in science class, 8th grade. I forget the name of my teacher. I'm standing outside the window like a fucking idiot. And I see one of my friends like, hey, Steven, suck it. And yeah, I got a lot of trouble that day. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in school suspension during the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
I never got an ass kicking like I did from my dad when I gave my younger brother Mr. Sacco. You want to talk about catching somebody off guard, dude? Man. I'm 4 years older than my brother.
The mandible claw.
He might have been 10 tops at the time. This dude comes around the corner. I go, I go, Mr. Sacco. He goes, what? I go, right down there, bro. Like,
Dude,
when I
that's
tell you he's choking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
My dad comes in, he goes, what the hell's going on? I was like, give him Mr. Sacco. He goes, I don't know what that is. And he grabs me, throws me into my RKO, throws me into my toy chest, and he goes, who's tough now? I go, the grown-up, I guess, who just threw a child. Let's talk about that for a second, sir. Sock in the mouth, you threw me into a toy chest. Don't think it's the same.
These are not the same. These are not equal.
My all-time favorite wrestlers were, at the time, that Attitude Era. It was big for me because I was like,
Yeah.
I got in trouble a lot as a kid, mostly clowny stuff, but I wanted to be the rebel. So I loved NWO. So for WCW wrestling, I loved Sting, and I loved all the NWO guys. But for WWF, it was 1,000% it was Stone Cold because he was just like, fuck you, I'm doing it my way no matter what. And I looked at that like, yeah, that's how I'm going to live my life.
What was The Rock WWF? Or
Yes,
he was,
The Rock came up right after Stone Cold.
Yeah, I mean, the People's Elbow, that was just, I mean.
He became the most iconic.
Yeah, but they transitioned. Sorry.
No, go for it.
They, like, you talk about Mankind, like, all these different, like, characters are just amazing. And they all, like, kept, like, just
evolving.
Yeah. And
no,
like,
they became a little bit more. It came a little bit more reality.
Yeah.
Like the idea that a guy.
That's a good point.
Yeah, like the gimmicks that they had back then were fucking
cheesy,
stupid.
Yeah.
Real stupid. And then it was just
elbow. He takes off his elbow pad, and all of a sudden,
Hogan dropped a leg. Hogan just put like his Achilles.
That's all he did.
Yeah, he put his ACL on your face, and somehow that beat Andre the Giant.
And what's funny is if you ever like look at the video game version of Hogan doing that, it looks better than in real life.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like imperfect.
No,
fat.
the thing is when you're 9 years old and you see this,
of course,
basically,
super fucking human.
He looks like the guy at the Publix deli who's been in the sun all day. That color. Like, it's not brown. It's not glossy.
Leather.
Yeah, it's like leather. Screaming that he's going to kill somebody.
Bro.
Oh, I'm in. I don't care who it is. Yeah. Sergeant Slaughter, you motherfucker. Like,
Fu Manchu.
Yeah.
That's how you know it was legit. The older the wrestler, the weaker the finisher.
Yeah.
They didn't start getting advanced till after, like you said, just a little leg kick for Hulk and stuff.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about different characters, Mick Foley.
Yeah.
Three different people, bro.
Yeah.
He was
Vince
McMahon,
McMahon,
Cactus Jack,
and
Dude
Mick
Love.
Foley. Dude Love.
Dude Love.
Well,
Yeah,
four
I forgot
technically,
about that,
because then he was Mick Foley for a bit.
Wow.
No, but when, a lot of weird shit was happening around here locally, and like everyone was kind of like living in that space. And like 8 seconds after that, it's like, okay, I can get that off of my brain because Hulk Hogan's dead. And you look at the response.
I forgot where we were going with this.
Yeah.
I was like, why are we talking about wrestling?
Yeah.
Well,
and it's just one of those things. Like, it's a difficult thing to process because Hogan later in life, a lot of weird shit was going on with him.
Yeah.
But I mean, Hulk Hogan, the character, you can't help but keep your eyes on him.
Your childhood.
Yeah.
It was your childhood, I mean,
He did right guard commercials. I mean, his movies were dog
Mr.
shit.
Mom.
Mr. Nanny.
Mr. Nanny, yeah. With the
everything, bro.
So do you remember the TV show we had? We took a
Thunder
break
in
from
Paradise.
Yes.
It was Baywatch with nothing that you
And it was
wanted.
like filmed at Universal Studios,
Yeah.
and like they pretended the bays there or the little ponds they would build were like the ocean.
Yes.
I've never seen that one.
It was Knight Rider with a boat starring Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And some
in
other
one
guy,
of the episodes, though, this is like how okay, Hogan meets I call him Hogan. I don't know his character, but Hogan meets a guy who's a Civil War reenactor for the South. And Hogan joins his team, and the South wins the Civil War on an episode. Look it up; it's insane.
I'm checking.
Hogan's wearing gray and all sorts of stuff. It's like the South will win again, brother.
It was literally Baywatch.
Brother. It was Baywatch Knight Rider with Hulk Hogan.
Did we get a second season of that?
I think there was 2.
No, there's 2 seasons of it.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
It's worth a watch.
Yeah.
It's that awful.
No, it's horrible. And then Hogan was on an episode of Baywatch. It's like the greatest episode of Baywatch of all time.
Yeah.
He gets hit in the head with a jet ski and it's fine.
As one usually is.
And then
you mean he hit a jet ski with his head?
He's driving. Macho Man and him are racing jet skis. Macho Man, dude, and they're like, it's all of their voices like ADR, so it's like they're driving on jet skis, and it sounds like they're having a normal conversation. It's like, turn this way, brother. You got it, Macho. Like,
oh yeah,
pretty much. Macho hits him in the head with the jet ski.
Jims in the cooler.
Yeah, rising to the top.
The cream.
Hulk Hogan hit you in the head with my jet ski.
Bro, that's like if I close my eyes, do it again.
Carmine, not gonna be friends with Nick for a long time. Walking in, Nick thinks he's not gonna like me. Ain't gonna have it. Ain't gonna do it. Not with Macho Man. Get all the pepper spray in the world you want.
Oh, that's fantastic.
When your eyes are burning, brother, and you can't feel anything else, just know there's love in the heart somewhere.
Take the pepper spray, put it into a Slim Jim.
Tabasco Slim Jims are now made.
If you're not tough enough, get a glass of milk just in case, brother.
Bonesaw is ready.
God.
But seriously, I mean, crazy week, crazy month.
Bro.
The amount of people that have passed away. This
Ozzy
month,
Osbourne this week.
Ozzy Osbourne,
yeah.
I mean, which no one's really surprised by, I think.
Well,
but,
and Malcolm Jamal Warner, Theo Huxtable.
Part of me actually thought Ozzy Osbourne was going to live forever.
I thought he was already dead.
The crazy Ric Flair has outlived them all.
I'll give you
Ric
some on
Flair
that.
has outlived them all.
Right?
If you've ever seen the 30 for 30 on Ric Flair,
Oh, bro,
he's just
it's
sitting there
crazy.
casually, like in a chair. He's like, they made me go to a sports psychologist. And, this guy's just asking me questions. It's like, how many drinks do you think you would have? He's like, well, on the way over here, I had about 6 beers in the car. Stopped at the hotel. I had about 8 mixed drinks. Then I had, 3 glasses of wine, and then I made it here. And he goes, I can't believe it. He goes, yeah, that's just what I do. He was at a night with Andre the Giant where both of them drank 106 beers.
Yes, I saw that. That's crazy.
Andre could throw him back.
Bro, he's a gigantic human. They don't call him Andre the Giant because he's
They used to have to pick him up because, again,
the Playboy Mansion joke with Andre the Giants.
that's another thing my brother and I do. We do Andre the Giant impressions for each other.
Oh, you did that.
Because Andre talks like this. Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
What's the Princess Bride? Anybody want a peanut?
Yeah.
Anybody want a peanut?
It's all that.
No baby oil.
So to what we said earlier, these are guys we idolized, had a lot of impact in our life growing up.
Bring it back to why we're talking about it is because Hulk died. I completely forgot. That's what, and then Ozzy too. But Ozzy also had his show 2 or 3
about a
weeks
week ago. Yeah,
to crush it.
Yeah,
and
you remember Rocky 3?
Yeah, he was Thunderlips.
That's right.
Yeah. Thunderlips
exhibition against Rocky. That was actually like a super cool scene. Him picking up Sly, Sly picking him up. And you realize how small Sly is.
Rocky 3 is a fever dream until the Thunderlips part is over. Because it's like a robot is talking to his kid, and like Rocky's on the cover of a magazine. He's driving cars. Now he's fighting Hulk Hogan, and now the movie starts. Yeah. It's a fever dream until Thunderlips is over.
All right, here we go. Worst Rocky movie. 5 easy. Tommy Gunn, go fuck yourself.
Was 5 the one?
Terrible.
5 is the one where Rocky loses all of his money, and then he has to fight Tommy Gunn. They have the fake Don King.
Street fight one?
That's the street.
I didn't hear no bell.
Tommy Gunn was a real boxer. That's John Wayne's grandson. He was a heavyweight. He was a
Was that the one where his son was in it a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
And he got AIDS, Tommy Gunn.
Well, yeah, that's why he couldn't fight anymore.
But that dude was
in real life or in the movie.
No,
I didn't see the director's cut.
Bad.
No, in real life. Yeah, the director's cut.
I was like,
hey, I ain't gonna fight you in the street. You got it.
Hey, Tommy, I want to fight you. Are you sure? I'm positive, just like you.
Yeah, I'm not just sure. I'm HIV positive.
Thank you. You were there where I was. I was like, I hope that joke didn't go over people's heads.
No.
It has gone off the rails.
As it does.
As we said it would.
No, Rocky Balboa might be the worst Rocky movie.
No. He's got one of the best quotes in that movie.
Listen, I'm not
way,
for the duration of the movie. It's none of it's believable. The best quote, the best lines, all that stuff. The Adrian the Ghost, and he's 1-on-1 with Antonio Tarver and goes 12 rounds.
Yeah, but Antonio Tarver was out of shape, fat, like bum on Antonio Tarver.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
I know, but I liked it.
Rocky somehow became.
Can we also consider the Creed movies, Rocky movies? Because
of course,
I was about to say that.
They're phenomenal.
The first Creed movie was amazing. I thought.
The first, honestly,
the second was too. Yeah,
all 3 were good.
Yeah, they're popcorn movies, dude.
Michael B. Jordan killed it.
Yeah, no, they're popcorn movies. They're fucking great.
Yeah,
the Creed movies. I agree. Even with crazy Jonathan Winters in the movie in the third one. Yeah,
that guy gets a bad rap though.
Oh,
he didn't do it.
He didn't do it.
He was innocent.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
but his what was it? Kang? He was terrible at that. Anyway.
Oh no, that was
they needed to get.
Why would they put the new bad guy in the Ant-Man movie? Like, come on.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Well, the thing with Marvel is they were like, we can't do wrong. That's what happened. Marvel was on such a heater because when you think that Marvel did have some stinkers in that whole phase 1 when it ended with Endgame, which was one of the greatest movies ever, but like they felt like they could not.
They
do
found
wrong.
every obscure character they could. Yeah,
I was reading an article about just the demise of it, and it led into how the consumer got to the point where they felt so alienated from it because they had the feeling that was so intertwined, that people felt like they had to watch other thing, all the other components to understand.
I never watched the Five Rings movie,
and that was
or whatever that was.
A mistake. Yeah,
I didn't see it.
I mean, I get the concept makes sense.
That's what I hear, but
I think people just get turned off by having to watch.
I really enjoyed them. Yeah, no, it's definitely a lot. You got to commit if you're going to watch them all. But
I'm not watching every Law and Order. Special Victims Unit, and that's it.
Yeah, I watched that the Thunderbolts movie. That was pretty good.
I want to see that. I'm waiting for it to be on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it was fine. It wasn't great.
Well, that's my new approach.
It was grounded.
It's like, dude, have you gone to the iPick in Delray? Not throwing anybody shade here. Maybe we can block that out. I took my brother's wife and my nephew. It cost me $400.
Really?
It was $100 just for the tickets. It's like $25.
Don't edit that out.
No. And then we're obviously drinking, except my nephew who's 15. Right?
Pussy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Those fucking lemonades really added up, you son of a bitch.
It was actually milk, and you get charged for every fucking milk. He's still on milk. But no, I'm like, they hand me the bill. I'm like, what the fuck? It was like the time that we went to that one place, but we each had
Waterway Cafe.
Yeah. Well, Waterway. Oh yeah, that was a $90 lunch. It was awesome. Yeah.
You ever just go in somewhere so confident you're gonna have a great time, and then not realize how expensive that place is, and you're like, wow, man.
I enjoyed Waterway when I went there.
No, we enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Loved
it.
Good.
No, the new Waterway. Did you see? They did the updates. Dope, it's beautiful.
No, it's nice inside. Yeah,
they have our lager and our IPA, and
I was going to make sure they have it there. Right now.
They do. No, and we're not throwing shade, but I think Dave and I picked them up from the airport, so like some of those were like post airport beers for Dave. So like we definitely put some stuff away. Yeah.
So you got to remember too, like a lot of people when they were all fussy when Waterway reopened, they were used to the old Waterway being like a cheap happy hour place with like, I'm not trying to knock it, but not like it wasn't like high end food and high end drinks. They've rebranded and it's a nice place.
Super
man. You
nice
can go have a great meal.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's great food. The cocktails are great. I think it's well run.
That's one place that I'm glad it kept the same name, not like sequel movies that we were talking about earlier.
Oh,
nice segue.
That was something
is that a segue?
Yeah, I think it might be a segue to this. So
all right.
I think the question was, what sequel shouldn't have been
What's
made?
the worst sequel?
All right, I feel very strongly about this.
Okay. All right.
Carmine put me on the spot on his podcast asking who would win in a fight, Indiana Jones or Han Solo. And I can't answer that question. I won't answer that question.
That's tough.
I don't care what you fucking say to me. I refuse. I'll die. However, the Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls should never have been made, ever.
Yo, can I be honest? It's not a very good Indiana Jones movie, but it's not a bad movie.
My point is,
it's not a bad movie.
Why does that have to be Indiana Jones?
It doesn't.
For money.
Money. Right, but I mean, if you just made
was Disney before Disney even
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull starring Billy Willis.
Yeah.
Billy Willis, the adventurer, who's almost like he's Montana Jim. How about that? Not Indiana Jones.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Think of
call it something else.
The Ghostbusters movie with all the women in it.
Right.
I'm glad
Don't call it Ghostbusters.
I'm glad you fucking said it because that movie is terrible.
It's not for nothing, man.
Terrible.
Why?
Yeah.
Make your own thing. Be creative.
Yes.
Well, they improv most of the movie, and it's like I felt like it was one big inside joke.
Like you have to find it funny.
Chris Hemsworth carried the movie, and he was a backup.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that guy's so
that
strong,
movie sucks so much, Dave.
Even a hammer.
I wasn't even thinking that as a sequel, but that movie.
I mean, I guess
it's not a sequel,
blocked it out of the
or
timeline.
maybe it's not just sequel, but like
canon.
the remake,
canon,
right?
Yeah.
I will always say Godfather 3.
Oh my God! Thank God somebody said it.
Godfather.
No, Nick, don't defend it. You want to talk about Godfather?
Godfather
incest. We're talking about incest between the cousins.
Sophia Coppola and Andy Garcia are related. He's on the brink of 40. She's on the brink of 17, and it's a love story. They're in Italy canoodling most of the movie, and then she gets shot at the end. And
it's
that's
gross.
that.
I was so happy. Alert. You want to talk about being pumped in a movie? Good.
Yeah.
I don't want that nonsense.
But do you know why I like it?
Why?
Because unlike all the other movies of gangsters that romanticize being a gangster, he died alone in a chair, bleeding, sitting there by his fucking self, showing you really what happens.
You're not wrong, but just think of how great the first two movies are.
The ending and just when they pull me back in, whatever. Like he's full on Baptist preacher at this point. God, Al Pacino.
Yeah.
In the first two, Michael Corleone, like, if you put the gun behind the thing, I'll do it. I'll knock them out for my father. Right? In this one, he's full on Baptist. Here we go. Gotta, hey. Hey, can I get amen?
He's an old senile man.
No, not even that.
It definitely doesn't stand up to the other two. I just think that it's not as bad.
It's
as
not.
some.
If you called it something else, it could have been just fine.
If you just had him as a side character, because the first one, Michael wants nothing to do with the business. Halfway through, he's like, I'll do what I got to do for the family.
Right.
All in. Second, fucking badass. Also, the flashbacks, great with Vito.
Yeah.
With Vito, of course. And then the third, it's
Chi.
what the fuck are we
doing,
bro?
The third one makes no sense. They're in the Vatican for half the movie.
Yeah. They're in charge of the Vatican. There's incest for what reason?
Right.
There's nothing in the whole story of Godfather that makes sense.
They introduce, apparently this was Sonny's kid.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Andy Garcia is
Sonny.
Sonny.
Such a fucking hothead.
Yeah. Well, there we go. But I mean, at the end they called him Vincent Corleone. But yeah, it was Vincent whatever. And just a dog shit, like the whole premise.
That's why I always called your brother Vincenzo. By the way,
a bitch.
Because
he sucks. No, just kidding.
All right, what's your sequel that never should have been made?
Well, I was hot on The Godfather, but 100% Anchorman 2, because Anchorman 1, I hold it to such a high standard. There was so much greatness about it, and I think the problem, and we'll talk about it, I'm sure, in the next couple of minutes. You can't have such a large gap between the original and the sequel.
We're about to find out today.
Yeah,
Happy Gilmore too.
Yeah. Well, I told you I watched the first 20 minutes. I'm going to keep my zipping it up. Yeah. But when it comes to Anchorman 2, it wasn't that long of a difference, but that movie was so perfect in its own way.
Right.
You can't do a sequel. It's not going to make sense. And I knew it going in. As much as I wanted to see a sequel, I'm like, that's not going to work.
Those movies aren't quotable the second time around.
Right. No,
yeah.
What's your favorite quote in Anchorman 2?
That escalated quickly.
No, that's Anchorman 1.
No, that's what I'm saying. In fact, in the Anchorman universe, I don't know.
I'll give somebody $40 if they can quote something from Anchorman 2 right now.
But that leads into what's coming out soon. I think today actually is Happy Gilmore 2.
Yes, 100%.
Which is going to be the same thing. You know.
Well, the thing is, we're expecting a sequel, but like as they started peeling back that onion, it's like Chubbs Peterson as a kid, and the guy who the jackass guy has a kid, does the same shit.
Yeah, Ben Stiller's in it again.
Yeah. And I'm like, are we recycling this stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you have to.
Like, I don't know. I actually think the worst sequel of all time is Gladiator 2. Did you see that?
I haven't seen it. No,
it's fucking dog shit.
Yeah, it was bad.
That
was the one with Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
Terrible.
All right, good to know.
Dog shit.
You know, that's the first movie that Denzel was in.
Wow.
That I did not like. There's no other movie with Denzel that I'm glad you brought that up. That wasn't even on my radar.
I totally forgot that he was in it.
I got a fun question. What's your favorite Denzel movie? It's a tough one. I know.
Remember the Titans?
That's a great answer. That's not my number one, but it's up there.
Good.
My number one is Man on Fire. Do you remember that movie?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Just a professional.
Honestly, I think I 100% agree.
I love that movie.
I could rewatch that movie a million times.
God.
That's really well done.
Love that, especially as a girl dad. I know he's not the girl's father, but like seeing the lengths you'll go to. No, man. Oh,
I'm gonna butcher it, but when he's got the one guy in the car and he's like, I guess the guy's praying or whatever. He's like, listen. I'm just the guy that arranged the meeting with God. Basically, he's like, I'm just the guy who arranges the meeting. Like basically, the guy's pleading for his life and praying. He's like,
after he cut his finger off.
Yeah,
I love
the guy in that whatever that was.
Before he asks any questions, just to show the guy he's serious, he cuts his fucking finger off and cauterizes it with a cigarette lighter. Just to let him know.
This is an underrated Denzel movie that you brought it up. It's there's a demon in it, and the demon transfers its body. What is it called? John Goodman's in it. John Goodman.
Yes. Casey Jones from the Ninja Turtles movies is also in it.
Yes, it is. Yeah, he's a huge part. He's the first guy.
Yeah.
So basically, this demon transfers to whoever. Like, if I touched you, you have the demon now. And it's a whole thing. Well, now I give it to Dave.
That's the clip. When I touch you, you have the demon.
So it's a game of tag.
That's actually the name of the movie.
I think it was time.
Listen, 6 more of these, I can tell you exactly.
6 more of these, bro. Yeah. I'm already there, fellas.
No, it's I don't know. The remakes are the thing that like bothered me.
Well, Dumb and Dumber 2.
Dumb and Dumber 2. That was horrible.
Well, no, the Dumb and Dumber where they did it where they were young kids.
That was a prequel. But not the same guy.
Well, when they try and recast the characters as younger or different versions of themselves, that's where it
misses the mark.
One funny scene was when the bathroom.
Oh,
Bob Saget. He's like, "There's shit everywhere." When Bob Saget.
That was Dumb and Dumber 2.
That was Dumb and Dumber 2.
The prequel.
It was Dumb and Dumber or something. Yeah.
That was the one funny part of that movie. Was Bob Saget's meltdown.
You know what? It's funny that you like the shit scene in that one. In the original, Jeff Daniels was so worried about the shit scene when he was constipated in that one. He's like, I don't know if I could do it. That Jim Carrey's like, no, just go all in, do that. And the whole thing with the original as well is that Jim Carrey didn't want another comedian competing with him. So they got Jeff Daniels, who had like it was like $30,000.
But he's such a good actor. He knows what funny is and what funny looks like. And that whole movie, that's like perfect. They
played off each other.
His responses were perfect. He's like, it's Aspen, Colorado. I don't know, Lloyd. The French are assholes. Yeah. That delivery on that, game over. The whole fucking thing.
You've had two pairs of gloves this whole time?
No.
My hands are getting warm.
Petey's
dead.
I
think our generation speaks in movie
Petey's
quotes,
dead. What happened? His head fell off. Yeah, he was getting old.
You get to the when you try and make these quotes around younger people.
Pet bird to the blind kid.
Exactly. When he's explaining, I sold some stuff. He's just chewing on stuff. He's like, so sold a dead bird to a blind kid. Pretty bird.
Yeah. Bird. Fucking awesome. God, that's a
see the 90s. Listen, guys,
I'm
gonna say it. The 90s was peak human time. You had the Attitude Era in wrestling, which we talked about.
You had Tommy Boy in theater,
but you had originality.
Yeah, but you had the steroid era of baseball, best era of baseball.
Dingers,
football, where it was bigger, stronger, faster, but the rules didn't change to be little sissies out there, right?
You could play defense.
Yeah. You had 90s basketball, which was elbows flying, nobody flopping like LeBron. Not the GOAT. It's MJ. Shut up and sit down.
You had the 90s Detroit Pistons who killed people.
90s,
I mean, it was like a Caitlin Clark game every night.
We just named all these 90s banger movies. I mean, think about the comedians we had at the same time. Chris Farley, Jim Carrey, Robin Williams, Adam Sandler. This is off the top of my head.
Right.
George Carlin, if you want to go to the stand-up
I don't remember any legitimate, besides when the Cubs won the World Series and legitimate championship, watching that was in the 90s where you just like, you remember being there watching that game on TV.
Yep.
Like any Bulls championship.
Marlins win the World Series. What's up?
As a Cowboys fan, the 90s were good.
Yeah.
The 90s were really good. Take me back.
The president got a blowjob in office and we all knew about it. It's fucking great.
Yo. And his wife stayed with him.
Wild, bro.
That was in the 90s.
Yeah.
That was
there were 3 Austin Powers movies in the 90s too.
Oh, have you rewatched those? I watched them with my daughter, my 11-year-old, which I'm a terrible
They
parent,
actually aged pretty well.
They aged very well.
Yeah.
Well, they
did. Aged very well.
They're not part of the shitty sequel, so yes.
No, they did a great job with
they
did something different. They added a new character.
It was a cameo in Austin Powers 2 where they like have Tom Cruise play Austin Powers, Gwyneth Paltrow. They have like Danny DeVito as Dr. It's so funny. So
it's the best.
Just made me think of this, but one of my favorite movies, Tropic of Thunder.
Oh yeah.
Which I know like they get a lot of shit for still, just because of Robert Downey Jr.
He got nominated for an Oscar for that role.
A white guy, yeah.
No, he got nominated for an Oscar for that role.
Tom Cruise, that might be his best role of all time.
Oh, no
100%.
question.
Yeah.
What's his name?
That's wild for you to say that, but I don't think I can disagree.
No, it's his best acting job because everything else he does is just him.
The dance was so fucking funny.
No, and like
why don't you step back?
He had
literally fuck your face.
He had hand makeup to make his hands look like sausage fingers. He looked like George Steinbrenner.
Yeah. He was great.
Fucking wild.
And he pulled that big gold chain out too. Like what?
The whole deal.
Everybody, Jack Black, like that's a perfect cast.
Jack Black's another one. That's one of my favorite actors. That guy's underrated.
Don't love him as how he is, like as a person per se, but Ben Stiller, his movies love.
Yeah, dude.
It's a little bit too, for me. But,
he's out there.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny,
aside from
and
that,
he's a bandwagon Nick fan. That's the shit that bothers me the most.
Yeah,
they got good this year, and he's like, "Hey, Nick's number one."
All of a sudden, because you're hanging out with Timothy Chalamet, who's got fucking receipts when he was 12 years old. Timothy, when he was 12, bro, you want to talk about someone who's awesome? Timothy Chalamet, great actor in fucking bangers of a movie, banging Kylie Jenner.
Good on you.
Not an awful fucking thing to do.
It's not terrible.
And
I root for like a Benny Blanco. For what he's able to pull in.
He's horrendous.
No, but
Selena Gomez, we're going to talk about. She's a mutt, bro.
But he outkicked his fucking coverage.
That's what we all
He should be with like Lizzo.
Well, I hear you.
And he's with, I don't even know who it is, but I'm like, he pulled that off? Good on you.
As someone who knows too much.
There's hope for the rest of us, man.
I pump those brakes because this dude has created like 3,700 fucking hit songs.
Sure.
So that takes a lot. But he does look like a Mongol. He does look like a caveman.
So did Spectre. Remember the fucking dude with the hair? That was part of the 90s. He his name was Spectre. God. the Ronettes, Be My Baby. Like, he's responsible for like all these pop songs in the world. And in the 90s, he was like, it was a big deal. He's the dude with the glasses and the fucking afro hair, white guy. Philip Spector.
Yeah, Phil Spector. He
Yeah,
did all
why
the
do I not know him?
boy band stuff.
That's Backstreet Boys and shit. He did the Ronettes and like classic fucking like songs that are like
all the empty cans.
My
playing.
bad.
Wow,
I'm definitely gonna need.
Let's bring it back to Ben Stiller. The one thing I always notice, like, his movies are great, but when he's the main character, he's never my favorite character.
He's not funny as the main character.
Every time he's a supporting actor, he steals the show. Have you ever seen the movie Heavyweights? When
He's basically the guy from Globo Gym.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
But the scene where he's like trying to get the kids to film the promo video, and they've all been gaining weight, and he stops the camera. He's like, "Cut the camera. Okay, hey guys, we're gonna get on the scale. Roll it. Get on the scale. Get off the scale." Just that whole like delivery of the kids all gaining weight is so freaking hilarious. Dwight Goodman.
Dwight.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Nobody bleeds my own blood. Blade. Laser. Blazer.
Taser.
I believe you know my consigliere.
Dude, could you imagine?
Michelle.
Listen, the world we live in now, could you imagine a movie about a fat camp coming out right now?
No.
Oh, no. It'd be bad news.
Impossible.
There's so many movies that couldn't have come out.
Right.
I mean,
Tropic Thunder.
Yes.
God.
Well, I mean, obviously, like Airplane. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's a scene where they land in Africa and he hands the natives there a basketball. It's the funniest fucking thing.
In the first one?
Yes.
I had to put my beer down when you said
Blazing
that.
Saddles. You could never.
Oh my God.
The sheriff is in there? Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. That's all we got to say. We're not going to get canceled on this one.
They couldn't make the movie Animal House now either.
No.
Certainly in the scene when they go to the club, mind if we dance with your dates?
Not even just that. The scene where she's passed out and he's got the angels on his shoulder.
Yes.
Jeez, man.
Here, just how soft we've got. Rush Hour has a warning now.
Oh,
for
I
people
did see,
before,
yes.
Bro, how sick is that?
That is
Is it different time?
It's like, hey, the 90s were fun, right? But this buddy cop film takes racism to a whole new level.
Yeah.
How's it racist? He
It's
black
not,
jokes about
Nicholas.
himself.
Well, because Chris Tucker does like kind of like a Chinese accent.
against
yeah.
Also,
Asian. Yeah,
Jackie
Friday.
Chan, and I don't know if it was the first one or the second one, he does drop the N-word.
He does.
in the first one. Yeah,
Yeah, he
With the
does. He
cigarette.
tries to like say it's like funny, like
But hey, guess what? The world did not end.
No.
Yeah.
It actually
Bill Clinton still got that blowjob.
He sure did. And we knew about it. That's the best part. Like, there's still rumors about Kennedy and Marilyn Monroe. We have no definitive proof. She kept the fucking dress that he nutted on.
Yeah. Imagine she's like, I'm going to keep this. Imagine just keeping
That's
that,
going home with me.
Surprise.
Well, this went off the rails, Dave. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
fine. All good.
Okay, so what we're talking about is sequels should not have been made.
Yeah.
So, of course, we talked about Anchorman. We talked about Dumb and Dumber 2.
I'm more like reboots.
Ghostbusters.
Like, sequels are fine, right? Like,
I can't stand
I don't like
reboots.
reboots.
Well, especially if you're
But, like,
changing the characters.
That's what
Like-
I'm saying, though. Be creative, create your own new thing. You're insulting everyone in this project.
Like, we made the joke earlier. It's like Casablanca showed up again as You Got Mail.
Out cold. I'm telling you, watch it.
And Out Cold, the Zach Galifianakis movie, is basically Casablanca.
It is.
You didn't
Casablanca.
have to remake Casablanca with Zach Galifianakis. You
Yeah.
just didn't have to.
But you
Yeah.
did, and you called it something else, and you made it funny. And
Correct.
That's completely
Just-
acceptable.
Like, it's one thing to run out of ideas, but if like they like rebooted Tommy Boy, do you know what I'm saying?
I'll burn it
That
down.
would
I'll burn
be
it
a
down.
They had-
disaster.
I mean, Tommy Boy, Black Sheep, they're all the same.
it's
like-
the same movie. They didn't call it Tommy Boy 2.
You're not wrong.
No, it is.
Because I
Amazing,
blend
though.
those fucking two together.
but they're different movies though.
Yeah.
100%. But
Roads.
they're a sales movie on a buddy road trip.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know how fast you're going? 7. You're going 7 miles an hour.
I don't know, sir. This thing's got a Hemi in. Yeah.
When he's on stage, completely baked,
Oh yeah.
and like he says,
I want some mac and cheese.
"Kill Whitey."
Oh my god.
I forgot how good that movie was.
Tommy Boy.
awesome.
No, Black Sheep.
Black
Yeah,
Sheep is very
Black
good.
Sheep is
That's
great.
Black
So is
Sheep,
Tommy
that's
Boy.
right. It's going
We
Yeah.
just
See, we blend them.
so we're trying
That's
to
why
do
his brother was running
Yeah.
for governor or
Mayor,
something.
in the brewery. We've been doing some team building stuff.
Uh-huh.
And what we did last week is we had movie night with a leadership lens, as I like to call it, and we watched Tommy Boy as a crew.
That movie ages
Yeah.
so well too.
That movie is not just a timelessly funny movie; it's a movie about a career in sales.
Can I tell you guys
Yeah.
that I've always wanted to do something from that movie? Do you remember the scene where he's down and out and they're eating chicken wings, right? Or he wants chicken wings. He's talking to the waitress, whatever. He's like,
Let me tell you why I suck.
that's my favorite line of the movie. He goes, let me tell you why I suck. But beyond that, After,
I have my little pet, and I'll stroke him,
But no, he's
and
talking.
I'll pet him. And,
He's trying to get the chicken wings. He says to the server, she's like, sorry, kitchen's closed. He goes, you sure? She goes, let me check. Yeah, it's closed. I have wanted to do that in the restaurant business. Somebody my entire life. Are you sure the kitchen's closed? Let me check. Yeah, it's fucking closed.
Yeah.
That scene gets me every time. Every time.
Yeah. Where it doesn't work out with the chicken wings, we can always eat those sandwiches that we have in the back of the car.
Yes.
Fucking
No disrespect to David Spade. Where is he without Chris Farley? Early on, is he anywhere? Because he's had some funny movies. Like Joe Dirt's okay, but
Joe Dirt is
It's classic.
Joe Dirt's a classic.
The first one's a classic.
No, he was the snarky guy on SNL. Like he did
it
the Hollywood Minute.
It made sense.
But he also
And
lumped in with Adam Sandler. He's
right.
been in like every Adam Sandler movie since Farley passed.
If you're friends with Adam Sandler, you're going to be in his
Except
movies
for
for
life.
the rest of your life.
Except for life.
Yeah, Dan Patrick has been in all of Adam Sandler's movies. Like
you want to
since The Waterboy.
Want to talk about someone who figured it out? Adam Sandler.
Absolutely.
Dude got so successful, brought his friends with him. He doesn't give
and he's
a
nice
shit
to people. He's nice to people.
If you hate his movies. Happy Gilmore 2 could be one of the worst reviewed movies ever. He doesn't care. First of all, he made bank.
Yes.
He enjoyed doing it. He brings his friends to wherever
the guys
it was.
figured out the formula, he said,
And he truly did not care.
Well,
and on top of the craziest thing is, if you really want to talk about Adam Sandler, he's a phenomenal actor.
Well,
phenomenal.
Big Daddy might be his best work as an actor, in my opinion.
No,
Big Daddy?
No, the gambling
Uncut
movie.
Gems.
Uncut Gems.
Bro.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You want to talk about a heartbreaker? Uncut Gems killed me, bro. One of the
what about the movie where he was a basketball scout?
That's what I was about to say that too.
Hustle was really
that
good.
was my favorite one.
He did a really good.
That was my favorite one.
I'm going to be honest with you guys though too. In the movie Click, I get teared up a little bit when he's sitting in the office with his dad or whatever.
Dad, bro, like, I love you, when son. He's dead, when he has a heart attack. At his daughter's wedding
in the rain. Yeah,
and he's like,
who? By the way, let's talk about the full circle. David Cassidy, heartthrob in the 70s. His daughter is the lead in that, who plays Adam Sandler's daughter, the blonde. That's David Cassidy's daughter.
No shit.
From the Partridge Family. That's David Cassidy's daughter. And I was like, I want to marry her one day. Never happened.
Well, there's still time.
After this comes out,
Definitely.
Probably be single.
Maybe. I don't think we were going for that.
Let's dive into sports for a second. So the Panthers.
Absolutely, my turn, bitches. No, I'm just kidding. Listen, so I'm a Florida sports fan. I've been a Panthers fan since inception. I've been a Marlins fan since inception. I was a Braves fan. Then we got the Marlins fan. Been a Dolphins fan my whole life. Up until the last few years, the most exciting sports team, not my favorite, but the most exciting sports team I had ever seen was the 2001 Hurricanes. You can argue with that all you want. That's my opinion.
No, that was a moment in time.
That was the Larry Cooker year, right?
Yeah, it was Larry
Cook.
That was Ken Dorsey, Willis McGahee.
I remember where I can tell you where I was sitting at what bar in Raleigh, North Carolina. I was still in college up there at the time watching that game.
Sean Taylor was a backup safety.
Ohio State fan.
Yeah.
Didn't they have like 9 actual future NFL Hall of Famers?
No, they
stupid.
No, like they're starting 11 on offense. 10 of them were drafted in the first round.
Yeah.
Willis McGahee was playing because Frank Gore was hurt.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they had Willis McGahee, Frank Gore, Clinton Portis on the same fucking team.
Yeah.
That's insane.
But you also was also Ed Reed too.
Ed Reed, Sean Taylor. Sean Taylor, I believe, was a backup.
Jeremy Shockey.
Jeremy Shockey.
And I became a pseudo
Dontrell Roll.
I became a pseudo Ravens fan because of the Ravens, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed.
Me too. I loved that team.
Yeah, I mean, say you want to, but like Ray Lewis took Ed Reed in, like it was just very
that
much
defense was.
Yeah.
I played linebacker in high school, so I tend to gravitate toward defense. I loved that era, the Ravens and the Steelers.
Yeah.
And that was my favorite football game every year because they were the same kind of team.
They're the same team.
They just went to fight.
And honestly, the Bengals are almost the same team too. Yeah. I mean, they're just very defense like that.
Well, not anymore.
No,
there was a place in time where
there was.
But
for sure.
we're talking Panthers. So in the last 4 Stanley Cups, or no, last 6 Stanley Cups, last 4 Stanley Cups, it's been a team.
I'm a hockey expert, so Nick, once you fall off on this, go ahead.
I will say, playing NCAA football that year of the Hurricanes that came out, that was fun to play that. Use that team. Sorry,
but the Panthers just now re-signed. First of all, won 2 championships back to back, went to 3 in a row. They just re-signed their entire roster, all the badasses.
So they
did the reverse Marlins.
Was it 4 years ago? 4 years ago, they got what's his name, the veteran, to come down and play for them, right? The Panthers.
Well, Kachuk is
no. It was the well-known guy. I keep think of the guy's
Bennett,
name.
Reiner.
No, Kachuk was first. That was the first domino.
It was like 4 or 5 years ago. They brought someone who was a
Bob.
veteran.
Well, they had the goalie Bob.
Bobrovsky. So they had some guys that left the Panthers and came back 4 or 5 years ago, and Bobrovsky was one of them.
Okay.
I forget who, but there was a couple guys that left and came back, and that was before Kachuk.
Well, here's the thing. Let me fill you in on that history. I think it's 6 in a row for Florida teams. For Florida teams, it's either been Tampa or the Panthers that have represented the Eastern Conference. But where it really changed,
suck at Canada.
First of all, Ekblad doesn't get his flowers. Dude was such a good player his entire time. But the one thing I saw him say in an interview not too long ago, they're like, hey, you were a top pick, you were number 2. It's like, when did you believe you guys could have something special? He goes, as soon as we got Barkov.
Yeah, I mean.
And Sasha Barkov, as someone who loves hockey the way I do, is literally he's a top 3 player, not offensively. He does everything defensively. He does literally everything right. But basically, Ekblad was like, as long as we had him, there was always hope, because you have a center, one of the most important positions in hockey, you can build around. And they were fortunate. I mean, you had Huberdeau, almost 100-point player. You trade Huberdeau and what was it, Wegner? I think it was Wegner, the defenseman, for Kachuk, who at 22, 23, solid player. Like, dude's got a lot of skill. You normally don't do that. You're like, well, I don't want to pay Huberdeau. Let's get this young guy, and we'll never have to pay him. We'll trade him out before he gets paid. But that was the transition when the Panthers like, fuck it, we're going to go for it.
They went for team chemistry over everything.
So good. Yeah. And then I even told Nick on the way over here, I didn't know we were going to talk about this, but in whatever draft it was with Ekblad, 3 of the first 5 draft picks are all Panthers players. Reinhart,
they weren't drafted by the Panthers.
No, they weren't.
Yeah,
Reinhart was drafted by Buffalo. Bennett was drafted by Calgary. Ekblad was obviously drafted by the Panthers, but 3 out of the first 5 first-round picks are now on your team.
And they're
for like the next 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said it to me before it really happened in the playoffs, but he was like, watch Marchand, watch Marshy Brad. That's the guy. And the dude was just clutch. He stepped up every single game. He did everything.
I still don't know why Boston makes that trade to the Panthers, who are in your division. They're in the Atlantic Division.
Guy,
bro. Who makes that trade?
What a series he had, what a playoffs run he had this year. Just the most clutch player I've probably ever seen.
The Panthers had such a positive impact on the entire community.
Yeah.
When you have people who don't even know hockey, like buying the gear and celebrating it and going out to bars and things like that, I understand how big this is for the community. For me, I kind of like it when our Florida teams are bad, like the Marlins right now. We can the 4 of us right now can hop on the Bright Line and sit front row for $36 in like a catered area and have the time of our lives. Yeah. If that team wins 50 wins this year, the Marlins, good luck. That $36 ticket is now $400.
I'll take.
And I loved it. I loved it when it's like it's
I want to win. And like
I love the winning. Don't get it twisted. But like the other, like you're like, hey, it's game 6. Do you want to go? I'm like, let's look at tickets. Like, no, we don't want to go.
So like August 3rd, I'm going to the Marlins Yankees game with 2 of my best friends, and they're both Yankees fans. And the Yankees will probably win, although they're not that.
Right now they're no. I'm a Yankee guy. They're not going to.
But one of my favorite things in the world is that I get to remind them all the time that the Marlins played the Yankees in the World Series in 2003.
Yeah,
and the Marlins won that series.
I don't know if it still holds
and
true.
They can't say it to me, suck it.
I don't know if it still holds true, but there was a time where anytime the Marlins made it to the playoffs, they won. Yeah. The first 2 times they made it to the playoffs, 96, and then when they won,
there was only 1 year that they made the playoffs that they didn't make it to the World Series.
It was after those first 2, though.
Well, the thing is, that was Cleveland's year, and the Marlins just took it from them.
Right? It was the year after they won the World Series,
and then it was the Cubs' year. Yeah. The Cubs had a lead in that series.
Yep. That was Sammy Sosa time.
Yep.
Well, no, it was more Moises Alou, former Marlin.
was on the Marlin at the No, he was on Cubs.
No, he was on the Cubs in 96.
Mr. Steve Bartman, Mr. Glasses and Headphones, screws it up, and the Marlins come back and win. And it was supposed to be the Yankees' year that same year. Like, Yankees were a team of destiny, so they called themselves. Yeah. And the 4 pitchers for the Marlins had 4 of the best games ever. Willis, Pavano, Josh Beckett, and AJ Burnett.
AJ Burnett, but Josh Beckett owned the Yankees.
Literally everybody you just named off on that rotation got fucking paid, bro. That was the thing. The Marlins would win a championship, sell everybody, be like, we'll be good again in 5 years. We'll win a championship.
But it's kind of like I mean, been a diehard Cubs fan, but like they finally adopted the model of like spending some money.
Yeah.
And they finally, hey, Lombo, you spend some money, you look in World Series.
I'm a big spring training.
Theo Epstein over from the Red Sox, and all of a sudden, like, hey, we put together a fucking team now. We spent some money. They did the same shit. They dismantled it afterwards. Had some terrible deals leading up to that point with like, Josh Hayward, terrible fucking players. They signed 10-year deals for like gazillions of dollars, and they were notorious for like getting guys locked in long term. And if you're a team owner,
but
you get someone locked in for a long term,
the wrong guys. Yeah, I mean,
sure.
like Anthony Rizzo, they're like, get out of here.
Yeah.
And Cody Bellinger, get out of here.
We had, as a Marlins fan, right? I loved, you talked about Moises Alou. I remember when I was a kid, we had season tickets we shared with another family. And every time we'd go to the game, when he was on a team and he'd come up to bat, the whole stadium would be like mooing like a cow. They'd be like, Alou. Yeah, I love that.
But all those teams, like they had the one player, like I'll go back to like the old Steelers, like Hines Ward. They should have just kept him around and paid him to be on the bench. Like he's your locker room guy. The Cubs, Dave fucking Ross, like that guy, like he was the captain of that goddamn team, and the guy was 1 foot in retirement, but like he was still like the captain.
One
of
the team. worst things I've seen though as a sports fan was, being a Marlins fan is very emotional because they're great and then they suck, and they're great and they suck, and we win and then we sell everybody.
Well, it's like you can't reward yourself because they're on a run right now, dude. They swept the fucking Dodgers, the Giants, and like they won 2 walk-offs against the Royals.
No, but they're saying they have those same players that'll do the same thing that they've always done. And then eventually they just get stacked up.
Hold on.
We won't pay you.
They weren't supposed to win 50 games. They traded their best player before the sorry.
Was when we had, Didi Gordon, Moises Alou, Giancarlo Stanton, Marcell Ozuna.
It was Mike.
I mean, we had AJ Fernandez, rest in peace, man. I thought I was going to get to have my daughter watch that kid pitch for the rest of his life. He was so fun to watch. A top 5 pitcher at like 20-something years old with that slurve, and he would smash a homer on you. Yeah. I mean, that team was one more pitcher away from a World Series team. They had the best bats.
They had Ichiro on that team too.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
And what was Christian Yelich and
JT Realmuto was on that team.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, they were stacked.
That's Christian Yelich is like a 2-time National League MVP.
Beast.
Yeah.
Ichiro. Dude, I was watching him warm up with Stanton, and he's one of my favorite players I've ever seen play the game. He is so fucking fast, even at like 40-something years old.
No, at 40 years old, because
sprinting, burning Stanton. I'm like, dude, Stanton's a fucking Greek god when you look at him.
Yeah. No, he's a genetic freak. I have 2 very funny Marlin stories. I was at one of the 3 games that Mike Piazza was a Marlin. I was at one of those games, and I thought that was pretty freaky. I was also at the only game in the history of a dome stadium to have a rain delay. Opening day, 2015, Marlins Park. They opened up the roof for a flyover. The flyover missed the mark by about 700 feet, so we didn't even see it. And then it fucking rained. And then we had to
close the roof.
They couldn't close it. Like, we're in a rain delay.
Even if it took like 2 hours,
that's not be a Marlins fan. I don't know what it is.
That's the most Marlins shit of all time. So yeah, no, that's my claim to fame there.
But speaking about like the players that they were held these teams together. I think there's certain sports that will never exist again.
Yeah,
that will never exist in baseball. It will never exist in basketball again.
Right,
in my opinion. Yeah. I think it can exist. It does exist in hockey right now.
That's right.
It's the Panthers, man.
Yeah, but I mean, football it can still exist. I think, but in a lesser degree. But I think basketball, baseball, it's gone. Yeah, like it's so individualized at this point that it doesn't matter, especially basketball.
Sad.
Yeah.
You're right, though. The Panthers right now, they create fans. They've created their fan base.
Because I think it's the league's managed differently, though. They're not like.
Well, the salary cap is the money those players make are nowhere near what the
that's
NBA,
the point, though.
Exactly.
The NFL
makes. Instead of, like you said, individually.
Baseball,
exactly.
you get paid an absurd amount.
No, it's insane now.
Bobby, can we backtrack, though, because we're talking about Ichiro? I would make the argument that he is, I won't say the greatest hitter of all time, but he's a top 3. You got to realize he had 3,000 hits in Japan before he came over here and got 3,000 hits.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. There were stories that if Ichiro wanted to, just fucking smash it out. Yeah. Like he could hit home runs.
But he's a legger, man.
Because they said in batting practice, dude used to just fucking crush it in upper deck.
Right.
But that's not his game.
Right.
His game was to get on base, to score runs, to think big picture. Want to talk about an arm? You see some of the highlights between Ichiro's like things like, how is that even possible for a person? And
but as a person, structurally as a person, like he's just set up to be excellent at fucking pitching.
Yeah, but he's also
throwing.
Like the epitome of what,
and he didn't even
pitch.
pitch.
What I think of from a Japanese person as a professional with all the discipline and the hard work and the attitude is positive. Like I look at him and I think like consummate professional, but I also think like when I think of like a true Japanese professional human being, like that he embodies that. Like he's going to bring honor to his family and work hard and do the work.
And if he doesn't, here comes the sword.
Yes.
No, going back to movies for a second. Mr. Baseball.
Oh, it's a great movie.
That's a great movie.
Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck. The best thing, lighting his fucking when he gets them back and lights his fucking sneaker or cleats on fire.
Yep.
Yeah,
that was
That's a great underrated movie.
Dave, you just did that. All right, now that we're all here, greatest sports movie
That's
of
tough,
all
man.
time.
That's tough.
Man.
Can we do like top 5
based off reality or
I
fiction?
think top 3 is probably a little bit more.
All
of a
right,
better
hold
question.
on. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Top 5?
Top 3
Damn it.
could be reality and could also be fiction because there are some bangers that did not actually happen. I'll
All
go
right.
first though.
Go for it.
Top 3 or top 5?
I'm gonna put this at 2. As much as I want to put number 1, Miracle.
Okay.
Miracle, one of the best movies ever because
Sure.
of what happened in hockey. Obviously,
Sure
I'm
thing.
partial to. So I have Miracle at 2.
All right. Here's my 3. Major League.
Yep.
Okay. Waterboy. Number 1, The Replacements.
That's mine. That's my number 1.
Yeah.
It's my number 1.
Yeah.
It's my number
That's
1.
it. Yeah.
Most underrated. Winners want the ball when the game's on the line.
No.
That's my favorite quote. Winners
So
want
I
the
know-
ball when the
No.
game
I
is on the
know.
line.
I know you're
The
tired.
program.
I know.
Let's put the women and children in bed to go looking for dinner.
Yeah, that's
my
a great
fucking
one.
number one.
Yeah.
Put the program, Blue Chips, Replacements.
Blue Chips. Varsity Blues. I forgot about that one.
Well, no,
That
Blue
was-
Chips, Nick Nolte, like that
I don't
era of
want you
things.
alive.
Like
Nick
that was
Nolte
like
and
the
Shaq in a
I'm
movie. That's
also
90s.
listen,
Like
I need a top 5 because I have Replacements. I have Major League in no particular order. Any Given Sunday.
no, yeah, that's solid. That's
And
solid.
honestly, call me what you will. I love the movie The Legend of Bagger Vance.
that's
Love that
you know
movie.
what? You're not wrong.
I think we can actually summarize it this way. There's not a really bad sports movie.
Oh, no, they
there's-
exist.
Oh, there's
Well,
there's
I should
Ladybugs
say-
couple.
with Rodney Dangerfield.
My wife
That's-
loves that movie.
Okay.
My wife,
Dude,
I love that movie too. I love that
I
movie.
love that actor.
You can't call that a sports movie. Like an
It's
adult
a soccer
sports-
movie.
I know, but like an adult sports movie.
Mighty Ducks is pretty bad too as a sports movie.
I
Mighty
don't know,
Ducks is
man. The
fantastic.
first one,
Just hit the first
one?
kid, and the rest of the flying he goes fucking down.
Emilio Estevez in the first one. It's an amazing story.
No,
He's not
no, it's
amazing.
not. Hold on. God damn it.
Horrible.
Why do I have to be here
No,
again?
no.
You want to
Gordon Bombay misses the goal as a peewee hockey player. He has
Yeah, but
100
his
goals.
coach was
That
a
means his
piece of
average is
shit.
like 30 fucking goals a
You know
game.
what's wild about that?
And he misses the last one. He's like, I'm never playing hockey again.
No. What's even crazier about that? The game was fucking tied. They didn't lose when he missed.
You're right. Yeah.
They still had to go to overtime. This motherfucker scores 50 goals a game, and they're
Yeah.
going to blame him for the one fucking penalty shot he missed.
And by the way, who is carrying the weight of peewee hockey over their head the rest of their life? And who is so good at peewee hockey? He walks on a fucking professional. He's on the ice with
They're
the
like,
fucking
Gordon Bombay.
with the Minnesota North Stars. And so I'm like, holy
Yeah.
fuck! It's Gordon Bombay.
It's the beers.
Dude, yeah.
It's the beers right now
They
because you
were
want to
actually
talk
drinking
about.
light tackles.
No, you want to talk about psychotic?
Yeah.
Goldberg. I don't think he saved a fucking shot all 3 movies.
No.
They put him on defense. Then they had what's his name? He
Match
played
Brothers.
Benny the Jet in Sandlot. The fucking, I think it's
Suarez.
motherfucker.
No.
Wait, you're telling me? Hold on.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You're telling me he couldn't stop? He couldn't skate and stop.
And he made the junior national team.
He's
and he
one
couldn't
of the
stop.
best in the country. Get
Fuck
out
off.
of here, bro.
How about the
The movies are good.
They almost
They're
lost
not.
to Trinidad, bro.
Yeah.
So Sandlot then. What was Sandlot?
Excellent.
Fuck, I forgot that
Excellent.
one.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what movie I love
Benny
too
Rodriguez,
with
yeah.
Kevin Costner for Love of the Game.
You know,
Love that
I
movie.
saw that for the first time just recently.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's excellent.
Very
Because
good.
the whole time he doesn't even realize he's pitching a perfect
All right.
game. It's a double romance with the woman, but really baseball.
Yep.
Excellent.
Technically a sports movie. I'm going to catch some shit for this one. I actually liked Draft Day.
I love that
That's
movie.
a great
That's
movie.
not technical.
I
That's
love that.
A lot of
100%
people
That's a
hate
great movie.
A lot
no,
of
it's
people
great.
hate that
I'm a
movie.
small, big Kevin Costner fan. All
Yes.
the sports movies are good. Tin Cup,
Tin Cup's great.
come on.
Ah, it's a good movie.
Yeah. No, Draft.
No shade here.
And to
Draft
your
Day's a
point
great
earlier,
movie.
though, Remember the Titans is up there.
Remember
man.
the
That's
Titans.
A great movie.
Yeah. Shane Gillis has the best
But
joke about
Any
that.
Given Sunday?
He's like, they ended racism in 4 weeks. In the beginning of the year, they didn't want to. They didn't even want to go to class with them. The high school team's 4-0. Those are my brothers.
Well, it's like when you dig deep into the story, it's like the first mixed- integrated football
in
team
Alabama.
surprisingly wins everything.
Right.
Surprisingly.
Shocker. No,
Also-
I mean,
Favorite part about Remember the Titans? Bertier's going 4 miles an hour. All of a sudden gets in,
and he's dead.
Paralyzed. 4 miles an hour, bro. You were not even going fast.
He peeled out in the intersection.
Nick, he did not peel out.
Yes,
no, he don't. No,
He peels out in the
no.
intersection.
He was showing
10 feet.
He was showing off.
He's in a fucking
He was
Camaro.
showing off.
He's not
he
being
was pointing to his guys.
Yeah, and he was pointing out the window, peels out, and gets
Gary
side smashed.
Worst.
It's also a true story. You insensitive fuck.
Worst character in that movie.
Going 10 miles an hour.
Petey.
Oh yeah.
Petey's
Terrible
not very
attitude.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, terrible. Yeah.
I love Julius, man. I
Yeah.
love Julius and Bertier, but yeah. But we were talking Any Given Sunday, man. That speech Al Pacino gives at the end of the movie, I will run through a fucking wall every time I see that part.
Inch by
Game
inch.
of inches.
Yeah.
That
6 inches in front of your face.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Clip
the
that.
evolution of
Clip
Billy
that
Beeman.
6 inches in front of your face. We got it. We got it, folks.
Podcast over.
We got it.
Yeah.
Play that one for 10 years.
Yeah.
Or finally
That's
get
gonna
it.
be it. It's gonna be at my wedding.
For the rest of your life.
6 inches?
Yeah. It's 1 yard. Yeah.
How do we become best friends? 6 inches in front of my face. I knew those. He was the one.
That's every answer. It's like top 5 moves. 6 inches in front of you.
All right. So moving on. Nick, tell us about what you're doing.
Well, right now I'm enjoying retirement, ladies and gentlemen. I am taking some time off at home with my wife and my 2 kids, but really, I'm no longer at Lucky Shuck, which is bittersweet. I love that place.
We'll miss you there.
I miss it there.
There's a
already.
certain pitcher for a certain baseball team is going to miss you there too.
Yes, he will.
Yeah.
Yes, he will.
But I
appreciate
think he's got a new place to go.
Heard that.
Yep.
Well, I would also love to say that I love my team at Lucky Shuck. I love my time there. I learned a lot. I was very blessed. It's the best job I've ever had. I loved it. I still love it. Bittersweet. But on to the next, right? So I'm actually opening my own restaurant. My wife and I and some investors and some partners, and it's called Smoke and Maple. It'll be out in Avenir, which is about 5 minutes from my house, which is nice. I can drive my camouflage golf cart there and look like an absolute idiot, which is beautiful.
It's like that man is driving on nothing.
Yeah. He's floating across.
That man
yeah.
is sitting and traveling.
It's a gastropub, and
Awesome.
we define it a couple ways. One of our investors defines it as Loxahatchee meets Sean Brock, which I think is a great definition if you know Sean Brock, chef. But the way my wife says it, I like a lot.
Which would
too.
be a great TV show.
Oh yeah, Loxahatchee. Yeah. But my wife describes it well too. She's like, it's a gastropub, so we can do whatever we want. We like to say it's comfort food from every culture, but elevated.
Nice.
We're gonna have high-end food, high-end badass craft cocktails. But if you want to come in after golfing at Panther National and just hit happy hour, we're gonna have a badass happy hour. We'll have charcuterie. We'll have wine nights, whatever, brunch. A little bit of something for everyone.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we'll definitely have Sailfish beers on draft. I think I'm going to put a gun to his head. He's going to make our house lager. And yeah, man, we're really excited.
You don't need a gun.
It's the best way to do it.
This thing doesn't work anyway.
On the podcast.
Yeah, man, it's really exciting. It's a little scary, but
If you do pull a gun, it has to be 6 inches from his face.
cheers.
Great, Brian.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Dude, that
It's
was
exciting.
That's congrats, man. It's awesome.
I
Yeah, really
appreciate
happy to hear that. And it's,
We're super
y'all's
excited
success.
for you, man.
Any support you need,
No one more
obviously, we're here,
deserving. Yeah.
Well, I plan on carrying this relationship over. Since the Cooper, even at Lucky Shuck, I've always had your beers there. And this is something we were talking about earlier. Aside from the fact that you guys have a cool story, a badass logo, it's very Florida. You have the best swag in the freaking game.
Yeah.
Your hats and your shirts, there's nothing better. But then you make good fucking beer. And if you didn't, then none of it would matter. But you guys have like the total thing here. And that's why I've always supported you. And I appreciate
it.
you've
Thanks.
always
Yeah.
supported us. And yeah, we want to just keep that going.
Yeah, no problem there. So yeah, really excited
Cool.
for you. And
Happily use our
what do
expense accounts there.
you
for
have an
sure.
idea when it's going to open?
Construction's construction, so I'm sure it'll get delayed. But right now, we're slated to get our keys in September, and my GC is chomping at the bit. So Perfect World would open in March, which will give us
Awesome.
like the tail end of season.
Perfect.
And then we can
That's
roll into
huge.
the slow months as the shiny new toy. And the beauty of out there for us is, just in my community, the acreage, there's like 70,000 people. That there's a Lewis Steakhouse there, which is great. There's Jabrewski's, which is a pizza joint. It's great, but there's really not a lot. You can't eat the same thing every day.
Yeah.
They got to drive 20 minutes. Now it's offering not just Smoke and Maple, but Avenir is bringing in like the kitchen and off the top of my head, I can't remember, but a bunch of different restaurants. So it gives the community of not just Avenir, but the acreage, Loxahatchee, Westlake, Ibis, Bay Hill Estates,
Which is a large amount of people.
huge amount
Yeah.
of people. They can drive 5 minutes now.
And even that area is just a thirsty area. One of the best Publixes in our network is that one in Loxahatchee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like,
When it comes to craft
Yeah.
beer specifically.
Really?
Craft
Yeah.
beer.
Well,
Yeah.
that's because I
Like
shop there.
anytime you
Yeah.
like you're craft, like at the time, like getting into craft craft beer getting into Publix. That was the first Publix you get into.
No shit.
Because they were that much on craft beer.
There's 5 like craft beer stores that you're like, really, Loxahatchee, and then also like, Loxahatchee, yep, fuck yeah.
It makes sense. You got Pratt out there. You have a lot of engineering, and coincidentally, people with engineering background, they like craft beer, and like that. It goes kind of hand in hand. So
my dad's an engineer. He's a nerd, not really, but smart people like good stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Sure. Well, that's great, man. So, Carmine, tell us about Under Pressure. So, you started this a year ago with Kenny and everybody?
About, let's do maybe 5 months ago. Started Under Pressure. So, it's been a very successful season 1 that you've been a big part of. So, season 1 is done. So, right now, what I'm doing is gathering up new guests. Nick's going to be a huge part of that as my co-host going forward. Probably dropping some new episodes in August. But it's just been a blessing because what I've wanted to do my whole life is talk. Right. Believe it or not, if you couldn't tell on this episode,
you do a really good job of
that I like to talk.
And he's an amazing host too.
Thank you so much. That means a lot.
Yeah,
it was an easy listen
because it's hard. It is hard to listen and engage but trying to think about what you're going to say next because you're trying to do all at the same time.
Yeah, I mean it's one of the
coming
toughest.
After me, Dave.
No, I'm saying you're very distracting.
It's funny you say that because it's literally one of the toughest things I've had to learn because people are like, what do you what's your biggest critique of yourself? And I go, honestly, when I first started, I thought I was a terrible host. I thought I was a terrible interviewer because I wanted to ask my questions.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm going to ask these questions no matter what. Doesn't matter what the guest says. I want to ask these questions, see where we go from there. What I had to learn is prep enough, know who Dave is, know who someone is, but then just have a conversation, which was the toughest part. As weird as that sounds, the toughest thing as someone who talks pretty much 24/7 was to learn how to have a conversation. And like you said, to listen, because if you tell me something and you're like, oh my God, I love this beer. And I go, oh, that's cool. But what's your favorite liquor? It's like, why'd you even ask me that first
It's got to be a flow. And that's the whole point of it.
So back to what I said, because I am unfortunately 9 beers deep in right now, is
there's nothing unfortunate about that, by the way.
New episodes of Under Pressure. New episodes of Under Pressure coming soon in August.
Dynamite.
It'll be on the iHeartRadio app, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. But Dave, this has been a pleasure, dude. Yeah. I'm glad we had a part 2.
Yeah.
This has been so much fun. I mean, this is a vibe. I joked and said it earlier, but what was the prep time before? Nothing. 5 minutes. Hey, what's up? Let's go do the podcast.
Hastily walked around the brewery.
Wow.
Realized it was a little too hot. And then we just
thank you for the AC, by the way. That was great.
Well, look at Nick's patting his forehead. I'm sweating a little bit. I'm trying to get the thing to work.
It was a little Patrick Ewing at the free throw line.
I've never compared to Patrick Ewing.
It's been great about Brian. We speak in analogies, so it's just perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
If anyone that's watching or listening, I mean, clearly your audience has, but any of my friends and audience that has not been to Sailfish, you got to come up here. It's his first time. Yeah. It's my favorite brewery. It's super cool.
Thank you guys.
They've got good food. They've got awesome beers you can't get in the stores too. I mean, beers like the
Don't Poke the Bear.
Yeah, man, I love that.
Well, we have a Mango Sunrise City, which is not leaving the brewery. What else we have? We have Light Tackle with Lime out there.
Light Tackle Orange.
Light Tackle with Orange.
Yeah, so I kind of went the route of the Gatorade route. So instead of calling Light Tackle Citrus, Light Tackle Purple, Light Tackle Orange, Light Tackle Lime.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But check them out.
Who's going to say can I get the Gatorade Baja Blast? No one says that. I'll take a blue Gatorade. Yeah. Fuck are we doing?
That's valid. That's very valid. And then you got Smoking Maple coming in 2026.
Yes, we do.
Yes. Sure. Hey, we're going to do an episode of this at
Hell right.
Maple. Let's go.
That'd be
Game
awesome.
on.
Yeah, this thing's mobile, man. We'll bring it down there. Do it or whatever.
Hey, Brian, seriously, thank you guys so much for having us.
Of course, guys.
The absolute best, guys. No, I knew this was going to be a good one. This is my favorite one of the season.
It felt good, but I'm very confident, maybe overconfident when it comes to my abilities. So,
how about cheers?
Yeah,
cheers, everybody.
Let's do that.
Thanks again.
Let's go.
Cheers.
Till next time.
All right, guys. Welcome. Thanks for listening on Florida's Drinking Report today, brought to you by Sailfish Brewing Company. Thanks again for Nick and Carmine being on. Don't miss Carmine on Under Pressure for season 2 coming out pretty soon.
Yes, next month.
And don't forget to check out Nick's new spot, Smoke in
We're there, dude.
Maple. Sorry, your arm was there. I was like,
Dave's like, as long as the check clears, bro, I'll be there. I got you. Make it out to cash.
I had a joke there. I'm not going to say it.
I got to pee. Let's wrap this up.
All right, Brian. Obviously, thanks again for being my trusted, valued co-host.
It's the very least I could do.
Of course, man.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks again. Until next time, don't forget to check us out on YouTube, like and subscribe, Spotify, wherever else you can find us. And until next time. Thanks again.
Woo! was that, 2 hours?
That was fucking fun.
That was
Yeah.
great. 2 hours.
An hour and a half. Yeah.
I really got to pee real quick. Hold on, then we'll talk about it. Dude, that was fucking
That was
dope.
the best.
That was fun.
That was our best one.